I now recognize the presence of youth delegates from Romania. I also take this opportunity to acknowledge and welcome youth delegates from other countries in today's session. I now give the floor to the youth delegate of Romania. Madam, you have the floor.
Madam Chair, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. As youth delegates of Romania, we are grateful for the opportunity to address those present here today and those watching worldwide, and we would like to thank everyone who has made this possible. The last time we have been at the UN in October 2015, we witnessed the enthusiasm of adopting the 2030 Agenda. Now, we have become actors in its implementation. At last, there is widespread understanding that the youth is key in turning commitments into results, as young people are both the drivers of the 2030 Agenda today and its beneficiaries tomorrow. Now, the next step is to follow up with actions. The future is ours, but the present too. That is a guiding life principle, as well as the motto of our nationwide campaign, Youth Voice, which was aimed at bringing the SDGs closer to the youth and identifying pathways for closer participation. It became clear that the expectations of Romanian youth are no different than the expectations of all young people around the world. We want to take ownership of our future. When it comes to the SDGs, this could be translated in the creation of youth advisory boards, meant to take part in the drafting of national strategies. They should also advise governing bodies on the implementation and monitoring of the 2030 Agenda. Thus, we inherently turn to civic engagement for the answer. The involvement of young people in decision-making processes is far from being a new idea. At times, it is events that move us to our core that awaken our spirit of engagement and desire to change the world. However, creating a better society for everyone requires long-term involvement, empowering processes, and visionary solutions. Exercising voting rights every 4 years is not enough. It takes continuous action to shape the future we want. This is a double pledge, an individual one and a governmental one. On the one hand, institutions that acknowledge people's requests and meet them halfway can foster closer collaboration and kindle the full potential of society. That is what the Ministry of Public Consultations and Civic Dialogue has set to do by creating a stronger and easier accessible connection between people and their representatives. Furthermore, promoting open and accountable bodies is essential for empowering citizens and creates the necessary space for evolution. The Open Government Partnership, a multilateral initiative that Romania is part of, harnesses new technologies to foster transparency and support good governance. On the other hand, it is our determination and proactivity that in the end makes the biggest difference. We can transform our world by knowing and upholding our rights and responsibilities, giving back to our community, and making our voices heard. Volunteering, a close contact with local authorities, attending the consultations they hold could be some of the options with a positive impact on the individual and his peers. When it comes to financing, participatory budgeting might be a potential solution. An experiment in a city in Poland has shown that when given a small part of the budget for administration, the locals can sometimes identify needs better than the authorities and feel more ownership towards the process. Hence, the UN offers guidelines for development, but it is our own action that makes them come to life. Therefore, achieving justice and inclusion, fighting poverty and discrimination, ensuring tolerance and freedom of expression for all is not only the definition of social development, but the definition of our humanity. A society where everyone has a seat at the table, including youth, is a society which leaves no one behind and which pushes the 2030 Agenda forward. It is hope that leads the way and makes people go where no one has gone before. But it is our engagement that turns hope into actions, actions into positive change, and positive change into reality. So let us act for what we believe in, because it lies within our reach. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, young people from around the world, if civic engagement is the key, the basis is education. This is the conclusion of our campaign, Youth Voice, in which together with our friends and partners from the Youth for You Foundation, we traveled to more than 12 cities, doing 3,000 kilometers and meeting with hundreds and hundreds of enthusiastic young individuals from across the country. As we came to discover, even though youth do not have a goal of their own, They fill in the spaces between the 17 SDGs and hold the agenda together. Quality education is a goal we aspire to fulfill, and the youth we have spoken to saw it as such. Aware of the society they live in, they regarded the 3rd and 16th SDGs as essential for its development. But they saw the 4th SDG as a goal that they connect with on a personal level. When we spoke with youth about quality education, their opinions converged around 2 central points. One related to the people who mentor and guide them through their school years, and the other concerning the relevance of the curricula they follow. Both are necessary in order for young people to develop personally and professionally and to reach their full potential. High school and university students are yearning to have a more open relationship with their teachers and professors. They would like to speak their mind without the fear of being wrong. This is the first step in building confident and inquisitive adults, and that are willing to question the status quo and critically assess any situation. Furthermore, in order to steer youth on the best suited professional path, career counselors are necessary from as early as primary school right through to university. The lack of guidance and support in making career-related choices was one of the biggest issues signaled by the youth we spoke with. They find themselves lost in a sea of potential career options, and they need professionals to help them make the right choices. Many of the jobs that exist today did not exist 10 years ago. So, young people need to be provided with the information required to distinguish between them before entering the job market. Successfully making the transition to the job market entails more than simply choosing a career, but also having the right skills for it. Thus, the gap between what is taught in school and what is needed in the job market could be bridged through wide-ranging partnerships involving both public and private sectors. Universities collaborating with companies can ensure a better match between the demand of jobs and supply of skills needed for them. Students must not only possess strong skills in areas such as mathematics and science, they also must be adept at skills such as critical thinking and problem solving. Hence, an up-to-date school curriculum in line with the rapidly evolving world we live in would be the natural step in order to refocus education on students. From the discussions we had with young people during our campaign, we discovered that they are interested in learning more about the rule of law, health, the environment, and entrepreneurship. The main purpose of such an education, as seen by youth, would be to shape global citizens, individuals who can thrive in today's innovation-driven economy, who are aware of what is happening around them, and care about the fate of the people living in other parts of the world. We have witnessed in the past few months, in Romania and elsewhere, that the need for a more inclusive, just, and peaceful society, and we believe that the SDGs can contribute significantly to achieving this vision. Together, youth present here in this room, we can change the course of history in the next 15 years. So let us raise our voices, take action, and make a difference. The future is ours, and the present also. Thank you, Madam Chair.